Alright, so this is the weekly review for the week starting on the 23rd of February. So last week was a little bit in how, not particularly in how, but was still with challenging network. Hold on. Okay. So last week was after being um, presentation. So we had to watching for and by to go back to here and here some mistake. So we had those rejection, but we did not actually getting for for this of not random. Even this thing after we had this push to here, I was trying to use here again for the reentry to push it up backward, but we did not get that. So let's see what's left in store for the new week. Alright, so let's start from our weekly time frame. So we also actually have to have it at the back of our mind that we are actually entering this is the last week of February. So we'll also be expecting our monthly close. Alright. So all in all, I think okay. All in all, we actually see 50-50 on this pair. So I will explain why. So first of all, we have this key level here, right? We have liquidity that was taken from this road, right? So we have this key level here. We have liquidity here. Then we have this weekly key level. Right? So with these four things in our minds, we also have this extra one. So this is the reason why I'm saying that it's currently 50-50. And we talked about this one last week. So with this rejection that formed here, hmm, that formed here, so 2 weeks ago, if this weekly candle here had closed properly, let's say closed above here, I would have been looking to use here. I'd have been looking to use here to buy up and target here. But now we are having a case where it rejected here and then it also rejected here. So which direction now can we expect this way to go? So let's draw a trend line from here. So the third touch of this trend line is actually still far up, so somewhere around here. So we are having an extra confluence, an extra reason for price to go up. Now for price to come down, we need to take a liquidity of which liquidity have we taken? We've not. I don't know if I'll count this one as liquidity we've taken. That's the previous week high. So let's see if it's in this can. It is in premium right? There's no problem. Let's look at what the daily is showing. So the daily has not yet shifted structure to bullish. The daily has. this is what is also what I was saying on that on the weekly chart. If that Friday had closed above here, then it would have been an easy bullish bias for me. So I think the best thing to do is to wait for how Monday's candle closes. Because if Monday's candle closes bearish, so somewhere here, right, or below there, then we should be expecting here and here to go out, even if we're going to still go back up. But if Monday candle closes bullish to somewhere around here, then I'll be easily targeting this level. Let me see what 4 hours. So at the moment we are having a rejection of this high here. We are currently rejecting this high. In 4 hours here, we've taken liquidity above it. First sweep here and last sweep here. And, and we've changed structure to bearish here. So let's see where we can expect returning point. Right. So we can expect a drop to here. But to be on the safe side, I think this could be a better target. On 4 hours, we've gotten a break here, and then we rejected this one. Okay, rejected this one. Let's look at 13. Maybe so. Okay. Let's move. But there's no good structure here. But I think I'll be willing to take risk here, provided we don't get here before London session. So hope I'll be hoping that Asian session ranges somewhere here. So let Asia range. If Asia ranges around somewhere here, then I'll actually take this risk, this GF. So I'll use it to look for buy India. Like, be a good way to start it if you get it. So from around here, we'll then see if the XY is going to be the continuation for buy. If it does, then this high here, the market is where we could be heading to. But again, just be careful and nimble because it's the last week of the month. So let's take a look at Alright, so for Euro USD behaved in the same rubbish manner with GXL last week. So, like I was saying, after we failed to maintain this, after we failed to maintain the level we expecting for the buy, as we played below it, I was expecting a retest from it so I can join the right buy. But EU said not today. Then um, my older one. So, yeah. So again, we start from our weekly. How did we ended up printing last week? Okay, so last week we were looking at this as a liquidity graph, but we wanted to be careful because daily was showing us something else. Daily was telling us that we had a proper break of structure here. Right? So wanted to give the daily benefit of doubt. I think now we can expect us to trade strongly here, or at least 50% of this kind, which should be somewhere here. Okay. So you can expect this drop that's happening this week to at least come from somewhere around here. I have the rejection of or retracement of before we allow continue down or reverse everything. And that's what I say that most times when the market actually gives this kind of excessive rejection, it does not always get sustained. Does not always get sustained. Like you can see this one here. Right? If it was a normal rejection candle, like this one that happened here, market rejected, and then just continue going down. But this one, because of the too much volume, actually had to come back. Sometimes it actually end up taking this low totally before continuing up. So we have some things actually playing out on EU. We have a rejection of this key level. We flipped this other one here, and then we also briefly bounced out of this one. So I'll be looking for something like, from what I'm seeing on the weekly one, I'm expecting something like this to play out. We'll go lower time frame to get in better recovery. So I'm expecting us to retreat to this point. We have a good reaction there. We sell to at least this point. Just for the daily. The daily. Let me see this level into this one. And this just this. So let's see what it is. Okay. So this level that we had on the weekly, we'll draw it up to here. So that's where the key level is. I generally don't like trading key levels on this side of the chart. I prefer the ones on this side. So what we'll do is this here. But what to expect on this one is actually very easy. So we have inducement to this key level here. These are inducement for it, those two highs. So if you want to take the risk, you can do something like this. So this is about 3.4 hours. Not bad. 3.3. Not bad. Right? So this is not a horrible expectation. I think I should actually place at that. The best way of trading this would be to allow a daily rejection. So if let me say on Monday we trade like this on the daily, we allow the Monday candle to tag this level and close. On Tuesday, you can go on the 4 hours and wait for something like this to sell it, and then just wait. As each new one is forming, you just continue selling it like that till you take this low. And once you take this low, you start taking profits. No need to start adding more once you take this low. After you take this low, if you not enter, just rest because this low here is a risky low. If you take this low, the one that formed here, it will go back to use as liquidity. So once you take this low, just hold your remaining, take partials, hold your remaining positions till we come back here. If after we come back here, there's still momentum, like there's still momentum, and we had a very good close below here, then you can now look for another entry after we have a deep retracement. Let's look at this one. So this is what I'm seeing for Euro USD. So now GBPUSD talking for 15 minutes. Right. Okay. This one is showing something similar. It seems like Euro GBP is bullish. It's like Euro GBP is bullish. It was bearish on week stop, but with the price action I'm seeing here, seems like that one has slipped. But as always, let's look at the weekly first. Hold on. Now for the GBP, we established last week that this is what we have on the weekly time. So, and so far we've gotten a reaction from this key level. Then, so we got a reaction from here, and then we flipped this one here. So basically, um, this one is probably the clearest sell. So we'll be having eyes on here because that's where the V shape is. Right? So when we take here, we watch it to get confirmation to buy. Right? So after the next place is here. We had a weekly close that rejected the event from a different state altogether. So I'm now be watching here to buy, watching here to sell. So let's look at the daily. So on the daily now we are seeing something else. Let me so let me turn this off. Let me turn off the sell liquidity. No, we don't need this for now. So this is where we are watching for GPUSD. So with that said, on the daily, there are multiple places you can do. Now remember that this one up here is where we got for the weekly. Although it's quite possible for us to have this retracement today, I feel, I personally feel it's less likely because of how deep it is. Like, compare how imperceptible retracement used to be when the target is quite close. So I will watch this level here for us to sell from, and we'll see of this cap here. We're watching this area here. So we're watching this area here for sure. I'll prefer if we have something like this. We daily reject up here. Similar to the Euro years on. We daily rejection and then we see for structure. Preferably on the 4 hours. Then we take the first condition. Something like this. We see the 4 hours. Then the thing is here. We have a value zone here on the 4 hours. So we watch out for this. We don't have that daily rejection. And now see if we have weekly level we are watching. Gives us for the weekly level here, we'll use the 4 hours rejection. Here we need the daily rejection. We need the 4 hour rejection here. We see how that way. We think quite bearish. let the odds remain in our favor. That's the key. So let's see if JPYs have anything this. We've not really looked at them for some weeks out of the geopolitics. Uh, this is actually, I don't think I'll be looking at this week because okay. So on the weekly view, I'm not having a good price actually. If you had closed with a rejection from this zone here, it would have been a little bit worth my time. But for the way it closed, I won't really be thinking about it. I've already gotten a rejection from the already taken. So I'm not going to be trading this for a while until it starts giving giving the price at the type of price. Yes. So nothing for me is it. Nothing but so let me see your stocks here. I think I should end this video here and do it's a straight here. I'll end this video here and do another one. Maybe for so previously so I think we were this was what we were talking for last year. We sleep on this so still the level mark that we and then bounce from there. But even at that, I was also watching how it we had first start, second start, this day, and we rejected part of it. So with these ones, I'm also taking note of first here, second first, and then we got the third first on Friday. I was expecting this third first to actually sit below here to start that entry. But we didn't. And our weekly, we finally closed above this. So completed this two candle rejection. So weekly is showing a really cheap time to buy daily kind of this is giving us kind of let's see now if you have a daily peak above here, the daily close above here, then probably if you get that on Monday, then it will be a really good buy and Tuesday. So depending on how big Monday's candle close, to adjust the stop loss accordingly. But this is looking like a good idea. This is power is agreeing with us. What are doing with it, but I'm taking it as something daily. If you want to buy it on Monday, you can wish to buy it below this 50 day. You have a rejection date and buy it. So ultimately, you may see something like this and our week to be and so our week now will be something like this. So this is our finding. So this week now, this week could drop down to zero. So if we get a daily split like this on Monday, it will give the perfect candle to start the week. So if you want to take the risky buy on Monday, which is daily level, want to buy later in the week and wait for the daily close above you. You need to have breaker to happen. So on the 4 hours, we are having having on the 4 hours, we are actually also having we raise the low of zero of the liquidity target and 50 at interest is getting below zero. So on the 13 minutes, it's still a good entry, not the best, no, then we'll look at here a couple of things in terms of the daily range, the 4 hours, a stop loss is at the key level, we rejected the daily stop loss, daily key level. It's a risky buy, it's a risky buy for Monday. It's a risky buy, but I think this one is working. But the best buys will come after we get this daily close available. US100 US100 should be very similar to so far in the week we are seeing some changes. We do not have to be sincere above here. We not a break above it either. But we rejected from here. And then we have come back to reject from here. Our value of the structure is very good. As rejection from here and our target, our target here. Watching let's cover the daily is weekly has given us protection, but daily have not given us safety. So this is very daily good. When we have the candle shows above it. That's when that's where our daily break will happen. Or in the meantime, so we'll be watching this key level here and see if we'll reject it on Monday. So we have this key levels on the page. So if we have the daily rejection on Monday, then Tuesday can look for 4 hours if we can request to enter it back to this level, possibly to this level here. So this is the game plan that the daily showing up. So let's look at 4 hours. Okay, that's what I'll focus on for now. So allow Monday's candle to finish printing, then we'll see where we go from there. There's a risky buy here. This is the inducement. So this is the type of risk if you are taking. You can also take it. And fit good buy. That's about 6 hours. This is your kind of risk you take it. So the buy that will form after we've gotten a rejection from this entry is going to be better probability so to speak. Let's look at US oil in the BTC. I'll leave US oil to after Monday session. I'll leave US oil till after Monday. So it will probably be uh, okay, so I will leave oil till maybe on Tuesday and Wednesday. Then I'll look at it again. So BTC has been compressing. It's no longer expanding. BTC is no longer expanding. But I actually expected us to. It's taking here. This was actually important liquidity. This was important liquidity. Remember when I talked about failing to break today here. So this so the last higher high that from this from here becomes the liquidity target. So BTC has finished filling out its so generally we are supposed to continue going down. But so let me see. Hold on. So, so for BTC, for us to continue selling BTC, we need to include the level. So we need something like to continue from the selection the logic of last from the logic of the last couple of weeks we've taken. Well, let me go to get a closer so weekly rejection of the liquidity here, the daily. It's been consolidating. Well, we'll see if that sale we're looking at will continue. But we'll be consolidating. So for now, that one is the only playbook that I'm getting. I see something else between the week. I will explain. My first side of talking is same thing on Ethereum. I'll go over them after more. Hopefully, give us good compound. While on John 40 has been moving well. John 40 has been moving well. So where we are currently, there is no need to trade on it. We'll wait for it to hit our target first. Then we'll wait for it to hit the target first. Then we'll trade the retracement back into the range. So for now, there's nothing. Don't do that. So for now, there's nothing to do with that. There's nothing to do here. So we've done the hard work. We'll allow it to we'll allow it to work. So, but if eventually fail, if eventually fail to hit the target, um, and we have this instead, then we'll sell it. It's a target. So that's that. You have a good skill in the difficult. That's this video is taking almost 4 hours. So we'll see it in the